Hello again. This is Mr. Everything coming at you with another episode of Star Charts. And today we are going to be talking about the Goss System. The Goss System is located here in the UEE, and it has 4 jump points, one leading to Hades, one leading to Magnus, one leading to Terra, and another leading to an unknown, undisclosed system. So let's go ahead and zoom into the system and take a look. As always, here on Star Charts, what we do is we give you the official word on the system, and then I give you my personal opinion. The Goss System is the epitome of natural beauty on a grand scale, located at the forefront of a massive emission nebula, the Olympus Pool. This binary star system is so stunningly different from anything else in space that earlier explorers could not believe what they had happened across. Massive permanent bands of turquoise, gold, and deep orange expand infinitely across the sky in brilliant patterns from any viewpoint in the system. A persistent, unverifiable rumor claims that the system name derives from the first explorer captain's reaction to the discovery. Gosh! Erstwhile travelers should be warned, do not repeat this anecdote in the presence of Gosians. They consider it an ultimate insult to their home and more than enough reason to start a fistfight. Like the Grand Canyon on Earth or the magnetic ridge on Terra, Goss exists first and foremost as a tourist destination, with little to offer those not interested in taking in the sights. Goss was initially settled by a plethora of naturalistic religious groups, likely motivated by the belief that the system's majestic nebulascape would allow them to better commune with their deities. As a result, the population today prides itself on a self-sufficiency, producing their own goods with little excess. The end result is that Goss is no place for a bulk trader. Small haulers are another story. Between handmade Gosian goods, mountains of assorted tourist knickknacks, and the rare life forms native to the system's habitable worlds, there are plenty of high-demand goods available in small numbers. It's a great way for an Aurora or a 300i pilot with a smaller cargo hold to supplement their vacation. Or in the case of the more restricted life forms, a way for a pilot living outside the law to make quite a bit of profit. The UEE military also regularly utilizes Goss as a port of call for shore leave for those longer duration frontier-facing fleets. Civilians would do well to avoid the nightclubs and other hotspots on Cassell when a UEE carrier group is in orbit. The serviceman visiting the planet in such instances has usually been in space for 8 to 12 months without relief and entered the atmosphere looking for a good time. Local authorities are used to these visits and generally look the other way to much of these rowdiness. There is also a large military hospital complex on Goss 3, the ultimate destination for warriors wounded in battle with the Vandal. Goss 1. The innermost planet of Goss is an abundant world, considered the system's breadbasket, from mineral-rich mountain ranges to endless fields of farming. Goss 1 produces 98% of the resources required to sustain both the system's natives and the tourists who frequent the system. There is no room for out-system trade, though almost everything produced on Goss 1 is shipped to the other 2 worlds in the system. Extremely short-haul pilots are sometimes in demand for these runs, although it is dull work that produces a very small paycheck. All the property on Goss 1 is owned by natives, and the world's laws are incredibly strict about blocking outsiders, and corporations specifically, from ever gaining a foothold. Unlike most other successful biospheres, Goss 1 has almost no ocean. The single largest body of water, roughly the size of Earth's Mediterranean Sea, is filled with stagnant water that is almost entirely void of life. A species of moss-covered quasi-shrimp is the lone exception. Attempts to introduce some of the varied life forms from Cassell or elsewhere in the Empire have resulted in an abject failure. For reasons yet to be determined, aquatic life cannot adapt here. Goss 2, or Cassell, never Cassell, a common mispronunciation that also irritates the natives. is the resort world of the Goss System, the ultimate destination of hundreds of millions of human tourists every year. As opposed to Goss 1, Cassell is a beautiful ocean world. 85% of the world consists of vibrant, life-filled oceans, and most of the rest is home to tropical rainforests. Cities on Cassell have formed around the original landing arcologies established by Gaussian colonists hundreds of years prior. Massive resort towns have also sprung up along thousands of miles of beautiful coastlines. These are the ultimate destination of tourists. Whether you are here to view the Olympus pool, reflected on the pristine oceans, or to frequent the planet's infamous nightclubs, there is something for everyone on Cassell. Cassell is home to one of the most complex aquatic ecospheres in the explored galaxy, with hundreds of thousands of complex species identified, and many more lurking in the depths. Cassell's seas are a sight to behold. It is most famous home for the Midas fish, a naturally golden animal which has become symbolic of its homeworld and prized in fish tanks throughout the galaxy. Other native creatures include the ear-lang crab and the mammalian Z whale. Licenses to ship live animals are few and far between. There is a teeming black market for anyone willing to ship expensive fish off-world. Goss 3. Goss 3 is a small subtropical world. It is the acknowledged property of the UEE. The planet is largely undeveloped, although it is home to a mid-sized naval refitting base and the aforementioned hospital complex. Goss 3 is generally closed to visitors, although anyone who has business with the military facilities established there can acquire a landing pass with relative ease. The pool. The dark side of the Goss system is that the system's nebula also acts as an effective curtain for nearby pirate operations. Pirate organizations have been known to base themselves in the outer gases of the Olympus pool and raid shipping or conduct illegal trade. It is believed that at least one standing pirate facility exists within the pool, as well as standard rendezvous coordinates for several narcotics runs. Tourists should avoid this region of space entirely. Its denizens are especially brazen, given the frequency of UEE shore leave visits to Goss, although some theorize that the UEE actually encourages piracy in the region, as it gives newly trained pilots a ready source of target practice. And from another source, Goss 1 has a rotation of 50 standard Earth days. Cassell, or Goss 2, has a rotation of 244 standard Earth days, and Goss 3 has 309 standard Earth days. They import food and energy supplies, and they export elements. The crime status is low to medium. One of the black markets is kidnapping and theft. The main destination is the lush, thriving resort world of Cassell, or Goss 2. The surface is largely tropical rainforest dotted with stately pleasure domes and constructed to support tourists and dozens of launch arcologies that house the descendants of the original Goss settlers. Goss 1 is a low-atmosphere world with abundant heavy metals. Scattered pockets of well-paid miners are a reasonable market for luxury goods and black market items, although the system's strict export policies prevent shipping raw materials out-system. The Olympus pool, the same nebula that delights tourists, also acts as an effective curtain for several deep space pirate clans. Pirates are generally careful not to interfere with the tourism on Cassell, but the brilliant colored sky is believed to hide multiple clan operation facilities and supply chain master points. Warning: gravity effects of the binary star system have rendered portions of the system untenable to starships not carrying level 7 shields or above. Consult current gravity maps before attempting transit. Also, the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron has moved into the system and taken up home on Goss 3. The official word is they are here to repair and refit their ships from recent engagements. I have it from a good source that the fact is they have moved here as a deterrent for the increased pirate activity. The 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron is one of the preeminent aerospace squadrons in the UEE. And in summary, what I'm saying is, if you're a traveler and you need to take a vacation, Goss would be an excellent location to come visit. You would be able to relax on Cassell. You would be able to see the the pool, the nebula. You'll be able to take in all the visual. You'll be able to take in a lot of the cuisine, mostly seafood. There is a military presence here, so feel safe. There are pirates, but where in the UE is there not pirates? But these pirates don't usually mess with the Gosians. This is just a place for them to fence their goods. I do believe that this is a great location just to take a vacation and relax. It's only one jump away from Terra, which Terra is the second Earth. It's fairly well developed. It has a large military. You are deep within the UEE, close to the center of the UEE, making Goss a safe and excellent vacation spot. All right, well, thank you for coming out and checking out this issue of Star Charts with Mr. Everything, and I'll see you in the verse.